What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dollar Mike, aka Michael Mitchell, back at it again with another video. And today is actually the day. Today is split day for Apple and Tesla. It is August 31st of 2020. This video will be uploaded a little bit late, but as of me recording this video, it's about an hour before market close. And I kind of just want to go over both of those companies today and mainly just give my outlook on what I think of both of those companies. Mainly Tesla, not so much Apple, but we'll talk about Apple as well just for a second, and Tesla will really get into the meat and potatoes, the gravy, you know, all that kind of good stuff. So just sit back and relax. We're going to talk about Apple and Tesla in this quick video. So without further ado, obviously I don't like wasting your time. Let's get right into the video. Let's go. So first things first, buying after the split. Am I personally still buying after the split? Am I selling today? Have I already sold already? Because like I said, the market's already been open and there's about an hour left in the market before it closes today. Am I selling, or am I going to keep buying and hold long-term on Tesla and hold long-term on Apple? And to answer that question, I'm long-term on both. So I will be holding Tesla and I will be holding Apple, as well as investing more in Tesla and investing more in Apple going forward. In the future, I see long-term growth for both of these companies. Apple is a little bit slower growth, Tesla probably a little bit faster, but regardless, I see growth in both of these companies and I do not plan on selling anytime soon. If I do, it might be late next year maybe, but I'll let you know if I ever plan to sell Apple or Tesla. I just don't have really a need to right now. Maybe one day, but right now, no, that's not what I'm doing. So far today, Apple is up about 4%, actually a little bit more than 4% at 4.3, but it's fluctuating right now because the market is still open. The market closes in about 7 minutes and Apple is sitting at $130 a share. So it's up about $5 a share. It opened at about $125 a share. Either way, still definitely good growth for the day. I mean, I'll take a 4% gain. If you can get a 4% gain every single day, then that'd be amazing. But 4% gain for Apple today, that's perfectly solid. Like I said before, Apple for me is more of a slow growth. I'll still invest in Apple and Tesla, but Apple, slow growth, not really worried about it. I don't expect it to get back up to where it was before the split, which was around $500 or $480, something like that. I don't expect it to get back to that point anytime soon at all, really, but if it can get to $250, $300, I'll be perfectly happy with that. Moving on over to Tesla, which has had an amazing day after the split, up 12.5%, actually a little bit more than 12.5%, 12.7%, but like I said before, it's still fluctuating because the market is still open. Tesla is trying to push that $500 mark for the day, which would be amazing if it does. It's just a number, it really doesn't matter. Either way, this growth is tremendous. It's insane. It's overall up $56 today, about $55. So it opened at around $440 and now we're sitting at around $498, $499, maybe $500, hopefully $500. But like I said before, it's just a number. It really doesn't matter. And that's with 5 minutes left in trading on Robinhood. So now my overall potential for both of these companies. Obviously, Apple and Tesla are huge companies. Apple has always been a safe bet for me, and I have no issues investing more money in Apple to essentially reach a point where it could be at before. But I honestly don't think Apple will really reach that point again unless some crazy news comes out about it. So I kind of expect Apple to reach around, I would say, $300 a share one day, but like I said, that's one day. I don't really know when it's going to happen. Nobody really knows when it's going to happen, but that's kind of what I'm looking at for Apple. I don't have any like metrics behind that or anything like that because like I said, Apple is just a safe bet for me. I know who they are. They've been around forever. They'll probably still be around for a pretty long time. So eventually, I think Apple will get back up to those numbers, but I'm not really worried about when that happens. So overall, I'm just going to be dollar cost averaging that and basically just buying when it's low and just keep buying when it's low, buying when it's low, buying when it's low. Overall, just averaging up my investment, but keeping as much money in my pocket as I can. Now for Tesla, on the other hand, I believe there's a lot of potential in Tesla. A lot of people also believe there's a lot of potential in Tesla, and I can give you my reasons why. And it's also a lot of people that believe that Tesla's basically a wash, Tesla's useless. It doesn't really matter. They're gonna crash one day. I don't know. I mean, everybody, you can believe whatever you want. It doesn't really matter, but they've been doing pretty solid, and I think they have a lot of products and stuff that's already out, as well as products that's coming out that'll keep them on top, basically the competition, if they even have any competition right now, because they kind of don't. But either way, I still believe that Tesla can reach that $1,000 a share price once again, maybe more than that, maybe $1,200 a share, maybe $1,500 a share, maybe $2,000 a share, and not even in the far future, maybe next year, maybe in a couple months. Who really knows? You just gotta wait and see, you know? So the first things first, Tesla could be joining the S&P 500. If you don't know what the S&P 500 is, it's basically the top 500 stocks or large cap stocks in the US. It's that simple. And if they join the S&P 500 as one of those companies, then generally history has shown that most companies that join the S&P 500 automatically gain some. And knowing how Tesla is and how Tesla investors are, if they see gains, they're gonna just go ahead and jump in and make gains even go up even more, which is not really that valid. You know, you can't really, base it off of that. But I'm just saying, if they join the S&P 500, not not 100% confirmed, but if they do, I think we'll see a solid increase in their stock price. We know Tesla just jumps from 100 to 100 from day to day. It's kind of a weird thing. Most stocks don't do that, but Tesla kind of does. It's just one of those types of things. And like I said, this could easily bump Tesla from right now at $502 a share all the way up to $602 a share just for joining the S&P 500. Just that simple. People just like Tesla like that. People just are invested in Tesla a certain way where I feel like they don't invest in other stocks. I don't know why people do this, but it's a weird phenomenon. I don't know what's up with it, but I'm just saying if they join the S&P 500, that could be very positive for Tesla. My next reason is Tesla Battery Day. Tesla Battery Day is scheduled to be this September 22nd to be exact. So that's basically this month because August is over. So this month coming up, September 22nd, there will be a live stream via Tesla, and they will basically talk about the batteries in their cars, probably better range as far as getting better range on their cars, maybe the semi truck, maybe the Cybertruck, maybe some other stuff they'll talk about, maybe some solar stuff, who really knows, but for the most part, it's battery day, so they're going to be talking about batteries, and basically Elon Musk has been hinting at great progress in batteries for their cars and whatnot, so we'll see what happens on battery day, but if it's really good news, then obviously their stock price will go up. If it's kind of mediocre, then their stock price might stay the same or go down, but overall, I think it'll be a solid bet. And if he's really hinting at these crazy gains, then I don't see why their stock price would go that far down. It could be underwhelming, but I personally don't believe so. It can be overhyped. He could be overhyping it, but we don't know. We kind of have to wait and see. But September 22nd, so just keep an eye out for that day. My third reason is that Tesla still has the Cybertruck, which hasn't released yet. And it's also a great truck for the money. The Cybertruck starts at $40,000, and there are 3 different variants: $40,000, $50,000, and $60,000, basically giving you better range and better performance the more money you spend. The pre-orders for the Cybertruck are absolutely through the roof, but that makes perfect sense because you only need $100 to actually pre-order the truck. So a lot of people that actually pre-ordered the truck probably won't get the truck because they can't actually afford to get the truck. So that's kind of a thing. But mostly people just want this thing because it actually does perform well if the performance numbers hold up, and it actually looks ridiculous. The truck looks ridiculous. It doesn't look like anything else on the road. Nobody probably ever will make anything else that looks like it on the road. So people just want it for the uniqueness of that. And I mean, $40,000 isn't that bad for something that performs so well and has that unique factor. So you can't really go wrong with the Cybertruck. We'll see if it actually corrupts the whole truck industry. I hope it does. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, it'll obviously drive up the stock price. And I believe the first Cybertrucks are actually supposed to go out starting next year, late next year. So we'll see how that plays out. And that's just more of a long-term investment. So obviously I got to hang around for the Cybertruck news and see what's going on with that. The next thing up for me is basically the best-in-class SUV, which is the Tesla Model Y. The Model 3 did good as a sedan. The Model X did good as a huge SUV, basically. But the Model X is obviously a little bit too big, so the Model Y fits right in. You can get one for about $40,000, and it's a solid SUV just like the Model 3 is a solid sedan. It's nothing really wrong with either one of those cars, but they obviously make a lot of money from those cars because they're affordable and they perform pretty well compared to their SUV and sedan counterparts. If the Tesla Model Y receives those same types of sales numbers as the Model 3 does, then I see no issue why the stock price wouldn't drive up. We'll have to wait for those sales numbers to come out, which could be end of year or a little bit early next year. But regardless, I'm pretty sure the SUVs join just fine. I've been seeing Model Ys everywhere. I'm also seeing more Model Ys than I do see Model 3s. So I think it's doing pretty well, and I can check some numbers right now just to find out, and I'll probably put some on screen for you. The next thing doesn't really have to do with Tesla as far as their cars, but as far as their solar and clean energy, it's all over that. So obviously Tesla offers clean energy through their cars, but also clean energy through their solar roof, which you can get energy power to your house because you would put solar panels on top of your roof, which will obviously power your house, and then you don't really have to worry about, paying BG&E or whatever because you would have that. But the cool thing I like about Tesla's solar solution is that you don't actually have to get solar panels from Tesla to actually get this other thing that I'm going to mention right now installed. That extra piece of technology is the Tesla Powerwall. With the Tesla Powerwall, it stores any extra energy that you would get from the sun that's powering your house during the day, and it would store it into a battery backup that's installed on the side of your house. It's literally a giant brick on the side of your house. I mean, it looks stylish. I'll put some pictures of it. It looks stylish, but that's what it is. It's a battery backup for your house. And you may say, Mike, I can just go get a generator and it'll do basically the same thing. When the power goes out, I'll just turn the generator on, and then I'll basically power most of my house, if not all of my house, depending on which generator I get, and that's basically it. And you're absolutely right. But with the Tesla Powerwall, it's a little bit different. For example, my parents have solar panels installed on this roof. They aren't Tesla roof solar panels or anything like that. They're just regular solar panels. I don't know if Tesla's solar panels are any better than anybody else's solar panels. probably not that much better, or probably just about the same. Regardless, we don't have a Tesla Powerwall. So basically what I'm saying is all that extra energy that we aren't using that could be powering our house is simply going back to BG&E and essentially saving them money. But with the Tesla Powerwall, all that extra energy would actually go to the Tesla Powerwall, and we would stockpile power, and we wouldn't have to worry about BG&E at all anymore. To me, Tesla simply doesn't have real competition as far as I'm concerned. Obviously, there are electric car companies that are out there, they exist, they make electric cars, they might even be a little bit better than Tesla in some aspects, but overall, as far as the charger network, as far as quality, as far as support, Tesla's still on top, and Tesla will still probably be on top for at least a couple of years. You gotta think about it like that. Companies are catching up to Tesla, but the real problem is they're catching up to Tesla. They're not surpassing them, they're not reaching the point where they can surpass them, and while companies are catching up to Tesla, Tesla is still improving. So like I said before, maybe 3 to 4 years from now, there'll be a little bit more competition regarding a direct competitor to Tesla, but for the time being, it's simply not there, and Tesla has did a lot just to get to the point that they're in as far as the electric car business. So it's not going to be easy for anyone to just pop up and do the same exact thing as them, and probably even do it better than them. It's going to be pretty hard to do, but I'm not saying it's impossible, and I would love to see the competition because that would just make everything better for us as a consumer. So all in all, from me, what you're getting in this video is I'm still investing in Apple, I'm still investing in Tesla, I'm doing long-term on both. I have no issue with either one. I see growth in both. Like I said before, Tesla is more faster long-term growth. And I think Apple is a little bit slower long-term growth, but either way, growth is growth, money is money, we're gonna get paid. I think you should be an investor in both. I recommend buying both. I see no issues with either company. That's kind of it. I'm not a financial advisor, so you can take all that with a grain of salt or however you want to take it. So I can't really tell you what to buy, but I personally recommend it. I think you should get in as soon as possible. I think you should get in at the lowest price possible because I think that would benefit you the most and make you the most money. So check that out, do your own research, find out, but that's kind of it. That's all I kind of got for this video. So if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit it with a like button, and I'm out. Dollar Mike. Peace.